And it's really interesting to me when I hear certain things like, you know, you're a Christian artist or you're a country artist, and I'm like, oh, I am, you know, because I don't think of myself obviously in genre terms. But I think in general, I would love for people to think of my music or remember me as someone who puts out hopeful messages through their music and always kind of has a running theme of hope in the songs. And I generally like to describe my genre as Americana because I think it's a wide umbrella that covers, you know, aspects of folk, country. There's some gospel elements and things like that. So, you know, it kind of covers the root side of things. But I'm not offended if someone calls me Christian or folk or whatever. I think it's just in the eye of the listener or in the ear of the listener, I guess.
Well said.
Yeah, it's all part of me.
Yeah, it's very, very well said, and I have to agree with you. I think you're absolutely right. And there is no shame in being one, the other, or both. And you do bridge that gap as smoothly and adeptly as you do the genre gap, because you'll go from pop to folk, country, Americana-ish, and I like it. It's a nice place to be, and really, you don't have to be categorized except for commercial radio that has to have a category for every format. But I've always liked artists who can successfully bridge the genre gaps, and especially when they can do it and do it well, do it naturally. I mean, not the artists that get out and say, gee, Americana's big this month, so I think I will do an Americana song. I mean, artists like you that can truly put yourself, your heart, and your talents into that particular type of music, and you did that very well. And I'm glad you mentioned your Christmas album, because I'm getting the impression, looking through your notes and your experiences, that Christmas album was a very, very big moment for you.
Yeah, it was. It was something that I've always wanted to do. I love Christmas music, and ever since I was a kid, I just thought, you know, someday I would love to do my own album of my own Christmas songs, you know. And so it just never really felt like the right time, and it really came about naturally. I just started writing a bunch of Christmas songs out of nowhere, and so I was like, okay, I guess I'm doing this album. And so I was able to really, like, express a whole different side of myself with my faith and also just, you know, the fun moments of Christmas time and the holidays. And it gave me the opportunity to do that. And I think a lot of people connected with that side of my music. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think you have created an album that's going to be a bit of a Christmas standard. Now, this album, where did it... I lost the Home Sweet Christmas. There it is. I lost my place here. Home Sweet Christmas. Now, that album is still available and will be available, say, for Christmas this year?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's available on all the streaming and the websites, yeah.
Fantastic. And that leads me smoothly into my next question, which is, please tell our listeners where they can find you, how they can get your music. I know we always try to encourage them to go to the artist's site first, but let them know where they can find your music and how they can find you online.
Yeah, my website is katiegaribaldi.com, and I'm always updating my blog on there, and I have links to everything on there. So it links out to my YouTube and all my social media at Katie Garibaldi. And my music is on Spotify and iTunes and all the things.
Beautiful. We're going to go over to the other side, to the Christian side of your music with this next track. Tell us a little bit about Wonderful Mother Mary.
Wonderful Mother Mary actually came about from a dream I had, and I had this dream of a garden statue of the Virgin Mary, and she had her hands lifted up. And I just got this message to have faith, and it was just such a strong message that came through. And so the next day I started writing this song, and it's very much about what she represents to me, which is to have bold faith. And sometimes that's not always easy, and it doesn't always come at once, but if you just keep your arms lifted up to God and keep your faith in your heart and just keep going, that's where your heart lies, you know, where all the things that God wants to give you lies. So that's kind of what the song is about, is her journey, and then that whole message of faith behind it.
Absolutely, and you sound like a person who has developed your faith and has confidence in being who you are. We're so happy you were able to come and spend some time with us today. We look forward to talking with you in the future and maybe having you come back and join us again.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Katie. Ladies and gentlemen, Katie Garibaldi, and this is Wonderful Mother Mary.
Open heart, open arms. You raise them up to the Lord. Fear is no match for the favor you have. And just like a bird, you sit on your perch, awaiting the sunrise to open your wings up and fly. Wonderful Mother Mary, your faith is so strong. If I had just one ounce, I'd be further along now into the arms of God's love. Your message is a testament to keep on keeping on when no one cared to see your heart believed. Wonderful Mother Mary, on bended knee you prayed for kindness from strangers with a baby on the way, but nowhere to stay. God gave the sky a star like a beacon, and it shines so bright on that precious holy night. Wonderful Mother Mary, your faith is so strong. If I had just 1 ounce, I'd be further along now into the arms of God's love. Your message is a testament to keep on keeping on when no one cared to see your heart believe. Wonderful Mother beautiful Mother Mary.
Beautiful. Katie Garibaldi, wonderful Mother Mary, and I can understand why she has been compared to Joni Mitchell. There's a similarity in the fact that they both have a beautiful, light, but powerful voice. The range is there, and I really like what this girl does with the music. It's really a pleasure to listen to, right, John?
Oh, she did a nice job. Very personable young lady. I enjoyed talking to her the few minutes that I had with her, and I think she's going to do something. This is the first time we've had her on. I hope we get her back again.
I hope so too, and I agree with you. I think she's got some. I think she's got some big things to look forward to in her career, and we do appreciate her coming by. And also, we appreciate Jill at Nashville Weekly for bringing her to our attention. And with that being said, I think we've wrapped up another week. So, John Bon Jovial, take us home.
Yes, sir. Well, folks, you did it again. You've spent another perfectly good hour with us here at the David Bowers Awards, and we, of course, are grateful for your presence. The David Bowers Awards is broadcast around the world from the studios of Computer Help USA in Naples, Florida, and, of course, from the Valley of the Sun in Tempe, Arizona, and we are available for free on most major streaming services. Be sure to follow the David Bowers Awards on Twitter, LinkedIn, and, of course, on Facebook, and join us next week for the David Bowers Awards, Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern on WRFZ-FM. That's 106.3 on your FM radio dial, Rochester Free Radio, and Blog Talk Radio, Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and 6 to 7 p.m. UTC. So until next week, for the David Bowers and Nick, our marvelously geeky engineer, I am yours truly, the lovably legendary John Bon Jovial, saying love one another, wash your hands, stay 6 feet apart, and we'll see you next week right here on the David Bowers Awards.